Kids 18 and under stay free at Choice Hotels when you call 1-800-4CHOICE and reserve a room.
Orafix really sticks. New formula Orafix Special really sticks with you. And it's guaranteed to hold dentures tight. Or your
concentration. This will be a lot of fun at times. Where's your bubble, honey? Now that thing was working fine when I gave it to you. Ready to go to the beach?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Let's go. That one went a long way.
Come on, make a big one. There you go.
It popped up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Camera that you can take it. Neat. You want to do one? Okay, Keith, go to it. It's popping a little bit, isn't it, honey? Don't burn my tummy. Don't burn my tummy. That looks good. We have eaten good at the beach. Mm-mm. We'll make a picture of our shark's teeth, too. There lies the children's inheritance. Shows up right good. You back to the fries? I guess I better quit playing with this camera and help you, hadn't I?
Yeah, you ought to.
had a t-shirt.
And then do it down or up. And you put your name. And my letters just smashed right down. You're supposed to take the letter.
I won't stick my tongue out now. I can read. If you can't figure out where your hand is. Oh, Keith. Turn that thing on you now.
What, darling?
Turn that camera on you.
Why? Oh, man. Don't do that.
Why, you look cute. Turn around and look at me.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Okay.
That's gonna really be cute.
Hey, baby.
Hey, what are we gonna see other than a bright spot up there for the TV?
That's all.
I don't know about this toy.
I don't either. What about it?
Become obnoxious.
Oh.
I bet you spitting in your cup.
No. You don't want to do that. Hey, darling.
Hey, Keith.
Hey, kids. We've had a good time tonight. Had a good week. Glad you weren't here.
Shame on you.
Shame on me. I'm sorry. We wish you were here. Okay, that's enough. That's them crab legs.
What'd you have for supper tonight, Keith?
Had shrimp. Oh, and it was so good. Oh, and I got a full tummy. Oh, my goodness.
See that swimming pool down there? Chip won a whole bunch of medals down there swimming competition or something.
Making me move, scratching my back.
I don't know. You didn't want to
Nobody liked him because he got all the medals and nobody knew
Nobody knew what.
him. He was this strange little kid that came in and won all the medals.
Walk on up to him. Me eating again.
That's all we do, isn't it?
Pigeon ready.
if you want me to stop. Here's where I made Keith walk and go in all these shops.
Bigger brothers from Charlotte up here.
We walked all up and down the street in every one of these little shops. Plus a bunch back in here that were really pretty. Old candy store. down here.
Yeah, it is cool down here.
I'm not getting anything worth having.
We know these fancy clothes.
Riding through the mountains of West Virginia. How fast you going, honey?
55.
55.
Going down to 5% grade. That's a mile and a half.
And is that black strip cold?
Yeah, that's a cold.
Got to get off the road to show the top of the mountains.
We're making good time now. Ain't even putting on gas.
How fast you going now?
65.
I don't have a lot of squished bugs in this picture. How much did you pay to ride on this bumpy road?
$8.25 to ride this far.
Bumpity, 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 bump. Zipping along.
West Virginia.
Oh, excuse me, wrong state. Big old strip of coal in that mountain. What's today, honey? August the 2nd?
August the 3rd.
August the 3rd. It's a Saturday. And we just are flying through West Virginia. This didn't even look like a good road on the map to me.
Develop coal interests. a one-room schoolhouse, and museum.
Hi, this is Joe Clark, owner of Chick-fil-A in the Crossroads Mall. Over the past 10 years, our goal has been to give you the best dining out experience possible. We're taking another step in that direction this year by creating a new look at Chick-fil-A. So we hope you'll excuse us as we close for remodeling on July 24th, but we'll reopen on August 1st with the same great food, same friendly service, and a brand new look. I hope you'll come in and experience the new look of Chick-fil-A. We think you're going to love it for good.
Taste it,
It's
you
a
know
no-go.
it's good. Water rafting, the new River Gorge Bridge, an exhibition coal mine, and much more. Hawks Nest State Park, a great place to visit, just 6 miles west of the intersection of Route 60 and US Route 19. Call Hawks Nest locally at 658-5212. That's 658-5212. You can call for more information about Hawks Nest at 1-800-CALL-WVA.
Visitor Information Radio is supported by companies who want your business. If you appreciate our programs, you can help.
Everybody push.
What's the matter?
Run out of gas? You gonna go get me some? Huh?
No, but you can get me some.
Folks, this is an old pick and shovel mine. This might give you some vague idea what a coal mine is like, but in no way is it like a modern day mine actually producing coal. This is more or less on the theme how the coal was mined back in the very early days when they did it by hand. Pick and shovel, shoveled in carts, which was pulled out of mines by various types of animals, anything from large dogs to goats, ponies, donkeys, mules, even horses and oxen when the seam of coal was high enough. You had a small family mine, like a mom and papa thing, had one of these big old raw bone, muscle bound, corn-fed women, you know. You could hit her up one of them carts and she could pull it out. But you had to be mighty careful. If you had a woman that big, she'd turn around and make you do it, wouldn't she? Now, the history of this old mines, as far as we know, was opened up by the Phillips family way back here in 1890. They beat their head in this rock pile for 20 years, 1910. From 1910 to the late 50s, early 60s, this old mines, I don't know who owned it, but they did mine some coal out here, and I don't know who it was. But anyway, it wound up being owned by the New River Coal Company, and the city of Beckley leased 28 acres from them at that period of time. They came in here and cleaned all the rocks up, wide the entries, touched the top, laid the track, ripped bolted, and opened this up as the tourist traction in June 1962. The entries that we travel through are not the original entries. They have been enlarged to accommodate the cars and the people that we take through this mines. This is what it looked like when the Phillips family was actually mining the coal. Now the seam of coal we're in is a soil seam. Look down towards the bottom anywhere in this old mines, you see the coal. There's the top of it right there, there's the bottom. Over here you got the same thing, top, bottom. See it going there? See, a seam of coal is just like the icing in a layer cake. Icing goes all the way through the cake. Seam of coal goes all the way through the mountain, approximately about the same height. Although it may vary a few inches, usually it's about the same height. Now, the seam of coal we're in here is a soil seam. Seams of coal, just like rivers and mountains, have names. This is only 32 inches high. Very high graded coal. It has less than 1% sulfur and less than 2% ash. Now, the type of coal that's mined in this area here is what we call soft bituminous metallurgical coal. We call it met coal for short. This is the type of coal that's used in the steel industry. We make coke out of this coal and we use the coke to make the steel. See, the coke puts the carbon in the steel, which give it its strength and durability. Now, when you mine a seam of coal, what you do is you tunnel through that seam of coal. So whatever the height of the seam of coal is going to determine the height of your coal mines, because you don't take no more rock than you have to, only the coal. You can't sell the rock. Although, in some seams of coal, including this one, some of the rock will come with it as you mine it. That's called raw rock. But it can't be helped. You just load it out with the coal. Cleaning plants can handle it. So as we cut these tunnels, we call entries to the seam of the coal, taking the coal out from under the rock. You have to put something under this rock to keep it from falling on us. Anything we can use to keep it up there is called roof control or roof support. You see all this wood in here. These are mine props. Timbers, we call it. Now, we use square timbers because they've been treated. Set one of them, forget about it for 10, 20 years. Coal companies use logs, tree trunks with the bark still on them. Therefore, the term timbers meaning trees. In the 40s, they came out with a completely different method of holding that rock up there. They come up with a machine which is called a roof bolt or a pinner. Now, what this machine actually does is drills a hole right up into the roof of the mines. We drill a hole however deep into those steel pins are. Look above your head and you can see what we're talking about here. Put those bolts up in the hole and tighten them up with a wrench, which works off a roof bolt. And when you tighten those bolts up, the very end of that bolt will open up just like a molly or toggle bolt, anchoring itself up into the roof of the mines, and it's holding that rock from the point of anchor down. Works very well. Water in the mines, most mines do have water in them. Very few mines are completely dry. Water filters down to the cracks and collects and pools in the low places in the mines. It's not so bad. In high coal, you can walk through it. Your feet don't even get wet. But in low coal, when you got to work on your hands and knees, if you can't crawl around it, you got to crawl through it. You get cold, you get wet, you get miserable, and you want to go home. Of course you can't. So you just work harder, try to stay warm. Now, each and every modern day coal mine has a big old fan sitting outside one of the entrances. All of them closed off, got blades anywhere from 1.5 feet, 3.5 feet long, maybe even longer. And what this fan is doing is just acting like a giant window fan. It's pulling the air through the mines. And we channel that air up to where we actually mine the coal, up to face by the use of material which is called a bradish cloth of curtain. It's plastic coated, usually white or yellow, and up near their face we affix it to the timbers in such a way that the air comes in, hits that bradish cloth, and it's channeled down, right down to where we mine the coal, and that aids in the control of coal dust and methane gas. We use pumps to pump the water out from underfoot to get it out of our way so we won't have to crawl through it. This here's an old piston type pump, been around for many, many years. Very dependable pump. This here's an old bilge type pump, been around for centuries. It's also got another name. It's called an Armstrong pump. Wonder why. If you used your head, it'd be a headstrong pump, wouldn't it? Yeah. Take a look at this coal car. It's a 3-ton coal car. Although it's called a 3-ton coal car, it'll hold approximately 4 tons of coal if you load it right. This is what this old miner, probably the very same one, of course they got hundreds of thousands of them, shoveled his coal into for many a long, long year. Hand loaders. Any questions here now? Very few pieces of machinery in the mine. Somewhere along about the turn of the century, it'll take 10 years either way. About the time heavy industry began to use electricity powered machines. Now these coal companies would find a seam of coal and they drive these entries back inside the mountain, get all the air courses, roadways, and hallways and everything all worked out, which they call hittings. And doing so, they leave these large blocks of coal. Now these blocks of coal could be anywhere from 1,000 feet long to 500 feet wide. And when they got ready for large-scale production, they started driving these entries into these blocks of coal, anywhere from 50, 60, 80 feet apart. And every 50, 60, 80 feet into these blocks of coal, they'd turn these entries to the left and the right at a 45, 60, or 90-degree angle. Therefore, interconnecting all these other entries together. That little short tunnel or entry is called a cross-cut or a breakthrough. You're looking at one of them right there. Now that's called conventional mining. That's the only way you can mine coal using conventional methods. You have to leave those smaller blocks of coal within that larger block of coal, which are called pillars. Now eventually when all these blocks of coal were mined, leaving those pillars, if this coal company still had a market for the coal, they'd come back to it and mine those pillars. That's called pillar work of pulling pillars. Now the mine foreman in charge of these operations, he better know what he's doing. Because when you mine those pillars, that top's gonna come in. And he's gotta know when to move them in machines out of the way, let it fall. Go to the next set of pillars, mine them, let that fall. And just keep working its way right on out to the main line. That way you get 80-85% of your coal, whereas if you don't mine your pillars, you don't even get half. The coal you see in this mines are your pillars. They left the pillars inside this mines. Now in each and every one of these places, a man was assigned. Usually one man to a place. Although in certain conditions and circumstances, two men did work together. Like a father and son, two brothers, two good friends. And he advanced 8 feet a day. He took 8 feet of coal out here a day because during the night, the machine man and his helper would bring their coal cut machine each and every one of these places. They'd take that machine and undercut the coal all the way across the face there. 8 feet back and under the coal, even with the floor of the mine, a space approximately that far up from the bottom. That's called a cleft. He'd come in on the day shift and take his coal over. Big old long thing like a bracing bit a giant would use. Had a breastplate which went halfway around his chest there. A coal auger fit right in the socket of that breastplate. He'd push on that with his chest and he would drill his holes back in that coal. 8 feet back into the coal, as many holes as they needed. Then he'd put his shot and powder in each one of those holes and he'd shoot that cut of coal down. See, when the blast went off, the pressure of the explosive caused the coal to fall and to break up. So he could shovel it in a 3-ton steel coal car like the one I showed you down there. Now these two different types of carts were the types used back in the days when the animals pulled the coal out of the mine. Now the first thing this old miner would do when he come to the mines in the morning, he'd take a bank axe and sound the top. This would give him some idea of the condition of the rock above him. A solid-like sound would indicate the top's fairly decent, not likely to fall. A drumming-like sound would indicate he better take his slate bar and pull it down or set some timbers under it. More than likely it would fall on him and hurt him, and it could very well kill him. Of course now, obviously, this isn't a bank axe, but it'll serve the purpose. So far, so good. That's what that man said when he fell off that 10-story building as he passed the 7th floor. Now listen to this. That's what we call drumming. But it won't fall on a Saturday. This right here is his coal check. It's little brass tag. He had 2-3 dozen of these. Every time he'd load a car of coal, he'd take that coal check and hang it on his car. That identified his car coal. Motor crew would come in, pick his loads up, pull them outside to the cleaning plant. Before it was dumped in the cleaning plant, it was weighed by a check weight. He'd weigh that car coal. Had a big old scale, which is built right in the track. Big old board out there by the scale, take his coal check, hang it on a nail, and out from his name, he'd chalk in his tonnage. That's how they kept track of each miner's individual tonnage, because he was paid so many cents per ton. Now all the work he did to get this coal, like setting these timbers, moving these rocks, laying these tracks, drilling these holes, all that was called dead work. He never got paid for that. And all the material he used to mine this coal, with the exception of the track and the timbers, he had to pay for out of his own pocket. Like all his tools, upkeep of them, shot and powder, carbide for his lamp, and anything else he used. All that coal company did was give him a place to work in the mines. He mined the coal for him, and the company paid him for it. Now, what I just described to you was how coal was mined in this country for way over 100 years, or more. Or more, I don't know, way over 100 years, ever since they started mining coal. All right, in the 50s, practically every coal company in this nation began to mechanize their coal fields. They had been experimenting with a machine which was called a loader for quite a number of years. These coal manufacturing companies, machine manufacturing companies had. And when they finally got all the bugs out of it, of course, they started mass producing it. And these coal companies snatched it up right away. Now you shot the coal down the same way, like I described there. But this loader would load the coal into what was called a shuttle car or a buggy, which transported it down to a feeder which fed it into a belt line. Or it was set up in such a way by conveyance systems and was loaded directly into a pan line or a belt line. Now all these old hand loaders, and there was hundreds of thousands of them, lost their jobs. You can imagine the effect it had on the state to produce coal when they started laying all these old miners off. All right, as time marched on down through the line, coal mining technology kept getting better and better and better and better. In today's mines, modern mines today, boggle your mind to see some of the machines they have in there. These large coal companies which have long walls, these long walls cost anywhere from $8 to $12 million, comes in parts and pieces. You bring everything in the mines, you put it all together, and you can take a 5 to 7 man crew working an 8-hour shift and mine anywhere from 6,500 to 7,000 ton of coal a day. Now, needless to say, tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands of miners out of a job. Can't buy a job in the coal fields. There's no work for it. Oh, I'd imagine if you was a handsome young man and married the superintendent's pretty daughter, I'd even marry the superintendent's ugly daughter. Put a bag over her head, draw eyes, nose, and a mouth. If you got tired of looking at that side, you can turn around on the other side with a prettier picture. Might get a job, again you might not. At least you have a foot in the door, wouldn't you? Now, lights at the mines, you will not find lights strung to the mines like you see in here. This is just for your convenience. The only lights we have is the lights we carry with us and the lights on our equipment. Candles were used, they came out with an old oil lamp which burned a mixture of lard, oil, and kerosene. They called it sunshine oil. One of those old soft bake cabs. Then long about the turn of the century, they came up with a much better open flame light, which is called a carbide lamp. Carbide lamp at the bottom. Water went up here in the top. Just regulate the flow of the water, a little drip drop at a time, drip down in there. When the water mixes with the carbide, it leaves acetylene gas, which is a flammable gas. Come up to the bottom here and out the side, and you lit it with a flint. Now, most miners, rather than wait till the water dripped down there to start the chemical reaction, which released the acetylene gas, you just spit it. Just like a mad sinus. As big as a monster. That's what bad sinuses do, don't they? Make monsters. One of them turned into one, did he? Remember old Dr. Jekyll? How about the fly? You like the fly?
Oh.
Cup his hand over it like that, let a little pocket of gas build up it. Use this old carbide lamp up in the 30s when it came out with a miner's lamp almost identical to this one. It was 4-volt wet cell rechargeable battery. You don't have to buy them in Union Mines. They'll sign you one. You use the same light day in, day out. They have charging racks in the lamp house where you charge them up overnight so you have a fresh charge the next day you work. Anybody scared in the dark? No fraidy cats. Brave little boys and girls. Nothing gets you in the dark, it wouldn't get you in the daylight. Only difference between dark and daylight, so you can see it coming and know what got you. Okay, give me some dark back this way. Here's how much light you have with miner's lamp. This is how much light he had with his carbide lamp. And this is how much light he had with no lamp. Anybody want to hear a good ghost story? Man, a ghost couldn't find us in this dark, could he? He'd be saying, where are you? I bet he have knots always hidden under these timbers and falling over these rails. Anybody got any marshmallows? Anybody got a birthday coming up in August?
Me.
Anybody wants a car? You got a birthday in August? When is it?
28.
28th. Anybody else? When's his?
12.
12? How old is he? 6 years old. Can you blow this out for me, honey? Blow real hard now. There you go. Happy birthday to you. See? It's all right. I'll kiss you around next time. Okay? Anybody got any questions here? Yes.
He's driving the car now.
Any questions? Okay, I'm going to pull up and push down to the next and last place. Now right here we got a few old pieces of equipment and instruments. Most of it's been retired. Just like a lot of old coal miners. They've gone to that great coal mines up in the sky. Well, as my uncle's always telling me, he says he's going to that big distillery up there. I had a lady on the other day, she said she'd much rather go to that great shopping mall. Now folks, a fire boss is an experienced miner who goes to the mines before the shift starts, and he gives the mines a visual safety inspection of the mines. He makes sure that mines is safe before the men go to work in it. But his main, most important job is to check for methane gas, and this is what he used for many, many years. This is called a flame safety lamp. Now he'd light this off just like you would a cigarette lighter, just that little old wick with a little cap of flame about that high, hold up the roof of the mines, because methane gas is lighter than air. It always goes to the top. If he hit it pocket of gas with this, that flame would burn higher and higher. The higher that flame would burn, the more gas there would be in that particular place in the mines. Now we no longer use this for detection of methane gas at coal mines. We have much more sophisticated instruments. Methane detectors and spotters which give a very accurate reading. But we still use this to test for oxygen efficiency for bad air. If that flame goes out, you better go out mighty fast or you're going to be out for a mighty long time. Now the reason we monitor this methane gas so close to the mines is the fact that it's downright dangerous. You go down inside that mine, you set that gas off. Like if you're working in a real dusty mines, a lot of coal dust floating there in the mines, on the floor of the mines, real fine dust, we call it bug dust or float dust. It's just as fine as baby powder. You set that gas off and then turn it, ignites that coal dust, and that coal dust will burn so fast, actually, the voice is gone, will actually explode and blow that mines completely up, killing everything in its path. Now to control this, we bring into mines what we call rock dust. What it is ground up limestone. It's ground up real fine, just as fine as flour. It comes in 50-pound bags. And we spray this rock dust throughout the whole mines by using what we call a rock duster. Similar to that old one right there. Break the bags down that hopper, that's your motor and your blower, and the hose goes on the end of it right there. And you just coat that hole inside the mines. When you first put that down, it's just as pretty and just as white as freshly fallen snow. Old boss will say, "Make her pretty. Want to see my footprints." Put her down thick, boys. They don't care how much rock dust you use. The more rock dust you use in that mines, the safer that mines is. What it does is settle the coal dust, brings it down on the floor of the mine, and mixes and mingles with it. You do get a methane gas explosion in turn. You can't set that coal dust afar because it's all mixed in with the rock dust. It won't burn. But you still can find up here with the original explosion, which, if you're unlucky enough to be caught in the vicinity of the blast, can kill you, burn you, or scare you half to death. Of course, if it kills you, you don't have to worry about scaring you half to death. This here's the old dinner bucket or lunch pail, been around for many, many long years. Water went in the bottom. Food sandwiches went up here in the top. Still come with a little old pie pan which sits right on top here. Of course, today you don't need it. You can go to the store, buy those store-bought pies and cakes and throw them in your bucket. 50, 60 years ago, if you married a woman thought something of you, she might bake you a pie. Cut you a piece of it, put that pipe in there. Give her hubby something sweet to eat. If you're married one of them real kind, loving, beautiful type of a female, Lord, are they scarce today. Hard to find a good one. Every now and then to show appreciation for what you're doing, for working day in and day out in the mines, trying to make the best living you possibly could, doing your very best. Every now and then to show that she was thinking of you, was concerned about you, and did still care for you. She might write you a little love note, put in there a few sandwiches, and make your day with it. If I ever found one in mine, I'd probably die from shock. Or think I had someone else's bucket. Rats in the mines, some mines have and some don't. Rats come to the mines for one thing, for food. Miners actually encourage us by feeding them scraps from their bucket. They want them old rats around, because these old rats are beneficial to the safety of the miner. They will actually leave the mines before you get a large rock fall inside that coal mine. The large mines, they may go to a different, safer section. Now the reason they can do this, because being the animal that they are, they can hear much better than we can. They can hear that old rock twisting and grinding and scraping and sliding way up there in the roof of the mines. They know that top's going to come in, so they'll move on out. So by any slim chance you ever happen to be back inside of the coal mines, you see them old rats hidden from the outside, you just jump right in mine and plot them right on the outside. Pied Piper in the reverse. Them little rascals are smart too. Using this type of a bucket, if you get to put something heavy on top of it, weigh it down, like a rock or piece of steel or something, them old rats get on top of this bucket and you take his tail. You stick right in his handle right here, you wrap it around there a couple of times, and you actually pull that lid off that bucket with his tail and get your chow. But you know, I've lost my lunch to more two-legged rats than I ever had before. Yeah, my own dear buddies. They get in there and get all the goodies, you know. Like the Twinkies, Hostess, pies, cakes, cookies, and candy bars, and all that sweet-tasting good stuff, and leave me the old bologna sandwich. Sometimes for spite, they'll take a bite out of it. Showed appreciation, they'll put rocks in it, put coal in it, put grease around it, tape it shut, nailed to a timber. With buddies like that, you don't need no enemies, do you? Anything for a laugh or a joke, as long as they're not on the end of it. Here's another little thing they do. See, all your buckets set in the dinner hole. Dinner hole is just a place where you eat your lunch. You got a good air, it's dry, have your place to sit down. This old miner gets thirsty. First bucket he comes to the dinner hole, he gets him a drink of water out of it. Was it his bucket or someone else's? But maybe the owner of that bucket does not want to drink after anybody else. So in order to keep the rest of the men from drinking the water in his bucket, if he's got false teeth, he just dumps them in his bucket of water. Imagine take the top off that bucket and see them old false teeth grinning back at you. That'd break you from sucking eggs, wouldn't it? Kettle bottoms. Take a cut of coal out and look up the roof of the mines. You can see what looks like the bottom of an old soot-covered cast iron kettle. Now, whatever you do, you don't want to walk or crawl on one of those things, because you never know when it's going to turn loose and come right down on top of you and put a hurting on you and won't quit. Real hard, heavy, dense rock, petrified wood. Tree stumps and tree trunks that was formed when the coal was formed many millions of years ago. We have two of them in here. There's one up there in the coal museum. Now when we leave here, we're going to take a ride to the park. It's called New River Park. Park, swimming pool, tennis court, and this exhibition coal mines is owned and maintained by the city of Beckley. Beckley, West Virginia, a city with a mind of its own.
Are you going down to it?
You can if you want to, you're right here.
Excuse me, man. Before they use that light you was talking about there, did they use canaries in the mine?
That's ancient history, yes they did.
What they did?
So far back I don't even know when.
My dad used to work mine, but yeah, I remember him saying something about it.
Yeah. They used it for what black they are. That's their deficiency. Talk about oxygen. Tell you, well, not all that deep. I think the deepest shaft mine is about 600 feet, something like that. It's not all that deep. Not deeper than some coal mines in some other states. They got one in Louisiana and it's half a mile. Gold mines go down about 3 miles. That's a long ways down. Tell you a cute little story, then we'll go. You know what Mises are? Mises to Pieces, Tom and Jerry, Saturday morning cartoon. Mice. These two little Mises died and went to heaven, you know, because they's good little Mises. They got up there walking the streets of gold, taking all the most wonderful, beautiful sights, and their little feet got sore. So they went to whoever was in charge up there and asked them to do something about their feet. Well, you know, they were in heaven, so they're going to take the very best care they possibly can. So they give them some little tiny, bitsy-witsy roller skates to put on their feet, so they get around faster and see more. Well, there so late, old cat dies. Now, he too was a good old cat as cats go, so he goes to heaven too. A couple days later, someone was talking to the old cat and says, "What do you think of this place up here?" He says, "Ah, it's a great place, lovely place, beautiful place, really like it up here." He said, "But you know what I like best about this place?" He says, "No, what's that, Tom?" And he says, "Those meals on wheels."
Are we going to stop at the place where the water is?
Well, you can see them to go by. They got a big swim meet there. Everybody's seen who can swim the fastest.
I'm going to jump in it.
I think you are.
What are these? I never it's a one setter.
Knee pads.
What's to the left?
Breathing apparatus.
Remember seeing it in museums.
This is a self-rescuer.
I remember seeing it.
You're required by law to carry this on your bank belt or within reach of it if you're operating a piece of equipment. That's the law. You're going to be fined and probably fired if you don't. This will give you 30 minutes to get to good air or out of the mines in case of a mine explosion. When that mine blows up, it generates about 3 or 4 different kinds of very poisonous gases which can kill you in a heartbeat. What you do is you've got 2 tabs on this can here. It fits right down inside there. It looks like it won't, but it does. And you pull those 2 tabs and jerk it out of there. Now you only got seconds to get this thing on. You can't carry it around. First thing you do when you get it on, you put this on your nose like that right there. Then you take your lips, put them on the back side of this here mouthpiece. It's like a boxer's mouthpiece. And these little things right here, you clamp your teeth on them, help hold it in your mouth. Now, if you don't have no teeth, I guess you come to hell. Yeah, no, you shouldn't be in here. You left them in your dinner bucket. Then you take your hat off and put this on top of your head. That'll give you more support. Now, this doesn't make oxygen. All it does is purify the air. And when this thing is working, you can tell when it's working because it'll burn your mouth so bad it'll actually blister inside your mouth. That's action the chemicals working in it. I don't know exactly what's in this. Charcoal and a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't know. Maybe some mind foreman could tell you, but I don't know what's in there. But this will save your life. When these things come out, the sad part about it, they didn't have the safety training like they have today's mines. And these poor old miners will get trapped in there, and you can see where they tried to take that blame bank axe and try to pry the top off because no one showed them how to use them. It's sad. Okay, we'll get on out of here, folks.
You sent me one.
Oh, look at this one. I sent you one.
Melissa, look here.
When you come back, you just stay straight.
Maybe you better sit down, Dave. Sit on the board here, okay? I don't want to drop you on that rock. What do you think? Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, bet. I don't know how to hurt.
What was way over there?
Yeah, it's a long way down.
You. Don't drop down on that stone.
You see that white water?
I want to look through this.
You see the boat?
Why don't you, when they get done over here, those are the two to the north. I'm even around the corner.
Oh, this is so pretty. I would love to come back.
Hey, I want to go down there. Let's get.
Well,
There
now
you go.
pull your jets a minute, as your hat says, pull your jets a minute.
Let's go.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Hear him hollering.
Come on.
I think there's some kayaks or canoes.
There's a bunch of them down there.
It's so far away you won't be able to see them.
I think it's the turkey squirrel. Look out. What is it?
No?
I can see.
There you go, she goes, yeah, all the way back there.
Turn.
Right there.
You're stuck.
Now we're riding through the mountains of Virginia. It's good to be back in Virginia. You feel like you're getting a little bit closer to home. We have seen some absolutely gorgeous mountains. The countryside here's beginning to look a little bit more like home, though. More populated, more little towns. drive forever before you'd see a town or an exit. He's had to slam on brakes. Hear the radar going pip, pip, pip. He went with his whistle on. I feel like it's been a long time since I've seen green grass too.
Yeah, they look like they've
looking for the tunnel.
It's coming up.
This one didn't say trucks couldn't go through it. There's another fancy tunnel though. They build fancier tunnels than we do in North Carolina. But I like our rock ones better, don't you?
Yeah.
This looks so contemporary. Here we are. What was the name of it?
Walker Mountain.
It's another long one, isn't it? Can you see daylight? I can't tell looking through this camera.
Yeah, we'll see light at the end of the tunnel.
I couldn't hold my breath through this one either, honey.
No, it's too long for me.
Back in the daylight. Pretty countryside. About need a wide angle lens.
It is a wide angle.
What you doing speeding up so I can't read it? Charlotte, 122 miles. Yahoo!
I see green grass on the side of these mountains.
We haven't seen much of that. Just rocks. Trees growing right up to the road. All right, Richard Petty. How fast are you going?
55, almost 60. Well, that's all this trying to do.
horses when she comes. Come on.
You don't hear me sing.
Hurry up, North Carolina.
I see a deer standing outside that rock right over next to them trees.
I can't see that.
Looks like one from here. I believe it's a rock.
I zoomed in on it to get your deer stand.
Sure is windy here. Look at them trees blowing.
I sure am glad to see these runaway truck ramp signs.
Why's that?
They make me feel more secure and nobody's had them, don't they? What's the sign say coming up? Mysterious tourist information, 2 miles. We're getting close. Oh, across the state line. Go BB. We're glad to be back in North Carolina. Good old North Carolina. Looking over the campground. She is now chief dog. Top dog of the campground because she came out and cleaned it up. And she and Michelle are fixing it up. Michelle's hanging curtains. And I'm so proud of my girls. I just bragged on y'all
To who?
up at the Ark. Well, we're home from Tennessee and Kentucky and West Virginia. And we're back at the good old campground.
phony.
I knew the United Express. That took scientist was years. I thought she was going to be my daughter-in-law.
Every year these ornaments look more and more.
They're in there, sweetie. Look for them.
This is the clip roll thing. Ornaments look like that. Did Linda take her French horn? Dad? I don't think so.
Crystal.
Mama, I make it stop. No, no.
Crystal. Crystal. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
get him, Ben. Listen, Ben. Go get him, Ben. Matthew. What's making that lunch? Oh, let me see that ball. Matthew, pull your britches up.
Dave and I are going to get a movie.
Oh, tape. You ain't gonna last long. Oh, Matthew.
You were supposed to catch that ball.
David said, here we are trying to teach him how to throw the ball. I said, pretty soon by the time he gets it good, we're going to be able to throw the ball in the house.
Oh, you cheater.
Oh, got my foot tangled up. Matthew.
I got that burp on tape too. Hello. Hello.
Oh, Matthew. Oh.
It almost looked like he was ready to do the shot put twisting around.
Matthew. Matthew. Matthew.
Oh, I lost him.
If you get a good one.
Well, it depends on what's gonna be there at 8 o'clock on Friday night. Probably not much.
I want to see City Slickers.
I've already seen it.
Yeah.
If they have it. I was here when I saw it.
Telephone.
I'm
I bet
sure.
that's your
I told
day.
David, I thought me and Michelle watched it. I must have watched it
Yeah.
with you.
Bring me the portable.
Here. We'll be back.
Hey, Robin.
Hey. I was wondering
Hey,
if it's calling to
Matthew.
get permission to come down here, wondering where we were. It's still early. I mean, for us to be down here, but I.
He's already turned the porch light off before he come home.
Hey, Matthew. Chasing Granddaddy.
Yeah, what you gonna do? You don't see my hat? You like that hat? Okay. Being that way wants your ball. Thank you. Thank you. Whoa. A picture of him and Dean.
I want a picture. Funny.
Go get the ball.
Would someone please get in my picture?
Throw it, Matthew. Yeah, throw it. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Yeah, dog.
Hello, the new baby. Let me see the new baby, Linda. Aw, you don't look pregnant.
Yes, I do too.
Me too.
My finger's the trunk, wiggling around like a hose. It dangles right down to the else's toes. You put your finger.
Tell the same story. Say things like, you know when I was a boy for Christmas?
Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
What do you see, Matthew? What did you see out there? A bird or a squirrel?
Run, 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 run. Whoa.
Good.
Right, where's your belly button? Where's your belly? Show me your belly button. Matthew. You got that for me. Ooh. Fifi's outside. Where's Fifi? Now I've got that one-eyed booger over there looking at you again, don't you? You're not interested in getting your hand back yet.
Choice is obvious. Call now to order your Nordic Let's Go, the ultimate strength training machine for the ultimate power.
Man, let's get your hand back. Poke your hands out. Come here.
Matthew.
All right, let's go. Come on.
He just wants to smell you.
Look at Nana over here. Come on. Ben's looking for his ball. Come here, Ben. Come here, Ben. Come on. Love Ben. Come on. Love Ben.
Go.
Come on, let's go get in the buggy. Come on. Get in the buggy. All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh. Wait, just put the string hanging on.
We have Dave Kelly over here in the formal tux. There we are.
What do we do? Don't make us dance. We don't stand. I'm not one. I'm telling you.
Been doing really good for me.
So fast.
Yeah.
That's why you're like.
I've got to go out of the dealership tomorrow because they forgot to put my inspection sticker on it, a new inspection sticker. So, well, yeah.
She's trying to fix his
I
ear.
want y'all to know that's a non-alcoholic beverage.
Scup or nog.
And we expect the evening to stay that way. Okay, kids.
Thank you, Michelle. Fall over, David. You're my crutch. Smells like a good year. Starting to wobble. You have
Don't
to
you
grab it.
They should
walk in those too often? Is that what
No, I don't walk in them at all. They say 92's a great
Y'all
year.
should click the glasses there and let her go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Watch my finger.
To a wonderful and safe evening.
And keep it that way.
Don't you know how to do it?
I like it.
Don't you know how to do it? Same thing I was doing before at the dealership at home. You could be doing what?
The great chef.
Pins out of my hair.
It's hard to cook on this thing. Just, I don't know, it doesn't work good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here comes the
Uh-oh.
bad.
Here it comes.
Almost.
Okay, let me know.
What brand you got?
All right.
Did you go? Well, that's part of texture, I know.
Then that one fell. Well, you said coming, right?
No, I'm kidding.
Well, I got to go to the farm shop this morning.
She goes down.
So you might want to pull your little thing down to the end of your toe so your toe don't pop out the end of there, because it will.
And there's JC's foot.
Or shrimp cocktail. Salad.
We're finger people.
You feel like you're on display, kids?
Yeah.
JC.
You are.
Bo. I feel like I'm
That's okay.
there. Okay, I'm gonna find my shoes. I lost them. Michelle, you get out of the way, just the two guys.
Hey, Michelle.
What? What are we doing?
Kiss me.
Okay, let me do
No,
this.
kiss me.
No, turn around so I can get this.
Oh,
That's-
I was thinking that was a picture. This is the picture.
We're gonna let I'm gonna let it hold for a minute.
Okay, I'm going to step on
Step
my
on my
shoes
foot.
and touch.
Michelle, I want a picture by you. I'm already blown up enough.
How am I standing? Is this okay?
Yeah. Let's turn a little bit right. Yeah. That paper plate's in the way. I don't want, move that paper plate over a little bit.